I didn't have any statistics on that.
Okay, I read your book. You might have had a few collectors after you.
Oh, I think I paid all my debts.
Oh, okay.
Enough about me.
Okay, enough about you. Greg Leak.
Mm-hmm.
Our buddy Greg was on your blog this week. And for those that remember from last week's show, he asked a question, and I said I didn't understand his question because his question was kind of confused. He was asking me, the question was, if I were to do it over again, if Rabs were to do it over again, right, and the OCD treatment that he was asked for, if he had taken that treatment because he made a point that I had chosen between Judaism and this treatment, if I did it over again, what would my life be like, or do I wish I would have went that direction? Well, you know, if you follow Levi's blog, you'll see that what he meant my AA treatment, Alcoholics Anonymous, and I chose between AA and Judaism. I chose Judaism. But now let's take the question and said, what if I had chosen the other way? What if I had chosen AA? Right?
You'd be sober today, in all likelihood.
I'm sober anyways, though,
You're
right?
sober anyway.
But here's what I want to answer to Greg.
But you would have plowed through a lot more chicks. I mean, AA is the place to meet chicks who are into sex.
Okay.
Because they try to get rid of the alcohol Jones or the drug Jones, but they've still got that same addictive personality, so they
just switch it
to sex.
To sex. So they become sexaholics.
Well, that's how they exercise their demons. So
you had a sex therapist.
Oh yeah, I had a sex addiction therapist.
Sex addiction therapist. No, but here's the answer. The answer is you can't even ask the question. The Baal Shem Tov said that you can never ask the question, what if? You can't say, well, what if I had done it this way and I hadn't done it this way? And the answer is, the reason is because the way that it was supposed to be is the way that it happened.
Can I wear your hat?
Yeah, sure. Just be kind to it. Well, you want to, hang on, you want to take the kickstand down.
Oh, that's supposed to stay on.
Actually, that actually goes with what you're wearing.
Cool. I want to do this tonight. Oh, I forgot my sunglasses. Oh well.
I'll get you my backup here.
Yeah.
I'll get you my backup here.
Yeah. Hey, sports fans. This is welcome to another exciting edition of Torah Talk. I'm Levi Ben Abraham, aka Luke Ford, with Rabbi Rabs. This week's Parsha is Metzora, which is Leviticus 14 and 15.
There you go.
Here's Rabbi Rabs. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, I'm totally ready to do Torah Talk now.
Okay. Let's see what's happening in the chat. 10 viewers. Let's see who I missed.
Luke, you should get a hat.
Oh, the Vishnu. Hey, how's it going there? I know him. And Sylvia. Sylvia's in it twice. Wow. Hey, Sylvia, and hey, Sylvia. All right. And the Lakewood Rav. How's it going? Everybody's in there. I didn't check the chat room at all, and there's no history. You guys, if you ask a question in the chat room tonight, and we don't get to it ever,
email it.
Email it to us, because here's the problem. The buffer on the chat room isn't very long. And a few minutes and you guys are talking, your stuff goes right off. We don't even see it because we have other screens up most of the time. I'm going to read it real quickly. Flying cars are impractical. Blah, 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 blah. Was Rabs turned on? With the doctor, maybe? I don't know. Was she Jewish?
Doesn't matter. I didn't see anything interesting.
Yeah, what? Oh, really? You went through the whole thing?
Yeah.
Really? Because sometimes you miss stuff.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but...
The Great Narcissist? The Lakewood Rob says AA is a great place to pick up chicks. Do you guys know that for a fact if you've ever been to it?
Well, when I was in the porn industry, I've never been to AA.
Okay.
Or to Drug Addicts Anonymous. When I was in the porn industry, there were a lot of people there who were in AA or NA, Narcotics Anonymous, and they told me it was a great place to pick up chicks.
Oh, really?
And it makes sense.
I was there for 3 months. I never picked up any chicks. All right. Why does Luke have a very visible beard but no payas? That's a question. Okay. How's the game going? Oh, it's halftime? All right, so we took care of that question. Next thing is one of our dedicated viewers, Manuel. Yeah?
Yeah, he's a Hispanic, right? Got a Hispanic name.
Okay.
Looks Hispanic.
So
she's probably got a loan default rate of around 5%. So.
All right, I'm sure he's going to be
all things
pleased
being
to...
equal, I'd be more likely to lend money to him than a Native American, but less likely than an Asian.
You're an obnoxious racist. You're not just a racist, you're an obnoxious one. Okay, Manuel said, a thought occurred to me over the weekend, and I thought I would share it in case you wanted to comment about it tonight. He says, President Obama spent the first year of his term apologizing to the whole world and everyone, especially blah, 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 for American sins and transgressions, real or imagined. Why then did he not go to the state of Israel, address the Knesset, and apologize for the United States turning away Jewish refugees from Nazi Germany during World War II, many of whom ended up dead in the camps? Remember, FDR?
Yeah.
Okay. Why would Obama ignore this particular instance to offer an apology when he was so eager to apologize to everyone else? I'm not saying he should have, simply it seems like an odd omission. Do you want to take this at all? Or do you want me to...
I'll let you take it.
You take it.
Okay, so... the United States has things to apologize for, but, I mean, Obama has gone just way above and beyond. We're talking about the real world, not a theoretical religious construct where people can fail to live up to ideals, but the United States has done more than anyone to increase goodness in the world over the past century, rescuing Europe from 2 world wars and rescuing them from the Cold War against the Soviet Union and taking on radical Islam. So Obama didn't apologize about Jewish refugees turned away from Nazi Germany. Not a big deal to me. I mean, there are an infinite number of things that he could apologize for on America's behalf, and I think he's gone way overboard on apologies, particularly going to the Muslim world and saying, oh, the United States is, we've not done right by you in some ways. And when it's the Muslim world that's been committing terrorism against us. So, get it?
Yeah, my 2 cents would be the following. I'm going to look at a different way and say, if he's going to apologize, when he starts apologizing to the state of Israel, how about starting on not what America did prior to Obama? How about apologizing for what Obama did? That's where he should start. What am I talking about? Right? He goes and he says that the state of Israel and Jews in the state of Israel can't move into certain neighborhoods. This is momish Jim Crow laws. Shame on Obama. He's supposed to be a black person, right? He's supposed to be sensitive to the black... We had Jim Crow laws in this country where black people couldn't move into certain neighborhoods. He wants to segregate, not allow Jews to move in their own country, right? Their own country. They're not allowed to move into certain neighborhoods. Shame on you, Obama, for that. Shame on you. And for that, America should apologize to the state of Israel.
That reminds me, are you proud of being heterosexual?
Am I proud of it?
Yeah.
How does that remind you?
Well, I was just thinking about that during this question, because I remember I went to this lecture at UCLA Jewish Studies, and this guy came in and he's talked about how he's proud being born into the Spanish language.
Okay.
I thought that's really weird. I've never ever heard anyone once say, I'm proud of being born into the English language. Just like you never hear people say, oh, I'm proud to be heterosexual. It's always like, the gays who are marching around saying how proud they are to be gay. But it's like, it strikes me as like special pleading. Like, it shows insecurity. It's like someone else that says, oh, I'm proud of this accident of birth. I think that's weird, but go ahead.
All right, well, here's the thing on that, right? I'm not really a heterosexual, neither are you.
I am. I'm like the very embodiment of heterosexuality.
No. The Torah says that all people are inherently bisexual. We went through this 1,000 times, right? So to run around and me say, oh, I'm a hetero, the Torah argues against that. What you could say is that I'm proud that I fight against my temptations and I don't do those things, rather than the gay pride parades, right? Where they're proud of the fact that they don't fight and they just make friends with their evil inclination, if you will, right? With their temptations. We could have a parade and be proud of the fact that we do put up a fight.
Right.
That's